Halloween was here.
Why does South Africa celebrate Halloween? Because we never did that.
I don't think we really celebrate Halloween.
We had
Guy
Fawkes, which is more UK, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah. We never celebrated Halloween. We never dressed up. It was fireworks and a braai. And you build a scarecrow, right? Mm. And then you put fireworks in him and then you light him up.
Do you guys put fireworks in scarecrows? What privilege is this?
For the day.
Damn, I can't even relate.
That's because you were busy dressing up as a pumpkin.
No, I was told you wear anything Halloween, you belong to the devil.
Oh yes, there's that also.
I was told I couldn't even wear black shirts. Like
just on the daily, you can't wear black.
On the daily, my mom didn't play. Why are you wearing black?
I would.
It's evil.
Faint.
But when she went to work, she was wearing black. Like you better make sense of this.
Please.
If you came to the studio today in a Halloween costume, what would it be?
It was going to be a sexy nurse.
Oh really?
Oh yes, yeah.
I think I was going to dress as a Zulu taxi driver.
I would have given you a few more points. I would have taken you a little bit more seriously.
What do you mean?
I would have given you like at least today, like props for today. Nji.
It would offend people.
Why?
Because I was going to come with the leopard print shirt, have a belly, have a Siaya toy taxi here. Start by saying, "Where for?"
Yeah, you stupid. You stupid. And those are my people, okay? Those are my people. I love them. Thank goodness you didn't.
I think all we can agree on is the day the Zulu nation is not sensitive, then there won't be a target. That's the only reason they're a target, because they're sensitive.
But who isn't sensitive?
Tswana people.
Tswana people are sensitive because when you talk about money and their stinginess, Tswana people are stingy.
I don't know where you get that from.
Oh yes,
that's
they're
not
stingy.
true.
The Tswana people are stingy. My mom said, do not date a Tswana man. The problem isn't the man. The problem is his sisters and his mom. That's where you're going to get the problem, because they are the ones that are stingy. That's what I was told. I don't like them like that, but apparently, allegedly.
We are a generous and a romantic nation.
Nah.
Oh, we
compared to Zulu people. No, you aren't. That's a lie.
Oh, we are super romantic.
Are you guys Tswana here? Sotho? Or Mosotho? You see, hey, we can never get rid of you guys. But anyway, no, you aren't the most romantic nation.
Yeah, you're gonna say someone who likes violence. Say it.
No, obviously, because they stand up for us and they fight for us. If something was to go down right now, I don't know if you're gonna protect me like that.
They barely stands up first, right?
No, they don't. No, they do not. I mean, just like everybody else that doesn't eat well and doesn't work out, obviously you're going to have a belly, like, when you are prosperous.
So Zulu people.
Not Zulu people. Stop saying that, because I'm not going to protect you when you walk out of here, okay? When you walk out of here, it's just a whole line of quantums. So please no. But they let me put it this way. When it comes to Zulu men, when it comes to men in general, I have found that the most romantic, the most caring, vocally, the most sensitive to women, and yes, they've got the ones that, they go off, but sensitive to women. They want nothing to do with women. Like, women you will protect, right? So there's this guy, He's Zulu and he's a friend of mine. I don't even think he knows my name, because he's never called me, he's never addressed me by my name. It's always Mama, it's always Ndogazi, it's something like that. I mean, yes, but it's never by my name. And that's just how they all are, the ones that I've come into contact with. Mm-hmm. That's how they all are. Very romantic. When it comes to women, they can sweet talk you off your feet, bruh. Even if you, like, I don't really like you, but the way they carry on, eventually you're just like, what can I say? Yes.
Are you done?
Okay, yes.
Yeah. I can't relate.
Well, you're a man.
I would, the only thing I would say, if there's one thing good that comes out of the Zulu nation, the women.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your reason behind that is?
Look at them. Damn. That's it.
But then we're on the same page then,
no,
are we not?
No. I'm just speaking about looks. I'm not talking about character and personality.
Are you just talking about
behavior.
looks? Tswana women are pretty.
Yep. We got that too.
Xhosa women, depending where about they're from, they also like really, really pretty.
They try.
Women in general are pretty. It's the men that we have to like.
No one strives for third place though.
Basotho. Because it's Zulu, it's Xhosa.
Wow, you're ranking them visually with hand gestures. Okay, guys, we're moving on. That's not good. Don't do that again.
Okay, fine. It's Xhosa. I mean, it's Zulu, it's Xhosa, it's Basotho, it's Tswana, it's then everybody else there in the north. You come from anywhere above, then everybody else there. Only because they harsh, man. They're really, really harsh. I find the men to be really harsh.
From which culture?
Oh, okay. So you agree? Just the men are just really harsh for me.
This might be a good time to start.
You're watching before you weekend. You're watching before you weekend. You're watching before you weekend. Hey, you're watching before you weekend.
We'll talk about the week before it ends.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the award-nominated podcast called Before You Weekend.
Thank you. Yes.
For those who've been watching and supporting for the past weeks, thank you very, very much. You might not know, you probably know if you follow us on Instagram and on all the other platforms. Before You Weekend has been nominated for an award with the South African Podcasters Guild. Now, I will say this is not an award show, or it's not an award show for every other form of content creation. This is specifically for podcasting. So you can imagine the standard that they require for you to be selected as a nominee. So I just want to thank you guys for not just enduring the
enduring
journey
is not the word.
Enjoying the journey. For sometimes it's been enduring, because sometimes I'll look at our work and go, we need to try this again.
Yeah.
But it's been good. Thank you so much. We don't know if we got it or not. Matter of fact, tomorrow they'll be announcing who won what.
Yeah.
So hopefully next week we can come and say, because of you, here's your award. So thank you.
And we were nominated in the comedy
in the best
category.
comedy section, which is also
That's because of me.
Oh yeah.
That is because of me, right? No, but like Hannah.
So you basically did the Snoop Dogg thing. I want to thank myself.
I want to thank myself. For real. I'm standing here upon this platform and I'm saying, it's comedy because of Ellen.
I wonder who said something offensive. They're like, I relate to it. Someone on the panel was like, I relate. That's funny.
Yeah.
Let's put them on comedy. No, I'm not educated here. What education are you going to give them Before You Weekend? What? Interesting. So I guess it was interesting that we're nominated for comedy, considering how the variety of our subject matter. Because I think for us it's a lot more social commentary, but sometimes we do veer off in a certain direction.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens, and next year we're going to sharpen it. Announcement: if you're on this channel, there is another podcast coming to this channel called Storyscapes. If you like audio fiction, there is a lady named No.55 who will be launching an audio fiction podcast for you guys to listen to. So if you guys like the world of make-believe and you just want to listen to stories that aren't real, and your mind prefers books and that kind of thing, you're tired of visuals, you just want to hear a great, well put together story, come back to this channel. I don't know what day, but click on the notifications and that's for you. All right.
Did you know?
Yeah.
That you can get that of a sexual matter.
Oh,
you do get audio.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know if on here, and he touched me.
It's not so good.
Yeah, right there. Aye, man.
There's money to be made because it's so bad. It is so bad.
I don't think I would want to hear erotic moments. Imagine you're in a car listening to an erotic podcast and Van Veek is there listening.
And it's loud.
Right there.
You just hear. You are right here. You
touch me again, daddy. Oh, no. Oh, no.
You pretend it's not you.
On your way to church.
Why now? You're listening
like,
to all of this on the way to church. No.
5 minutes later, God is an awesome God. The beauty of us being layered.
Man. I've
got a question.
Yes.
If, for where you are in your life right now, and this is for those of you who are watching or listening, if a documentary about you had to be done right now, would you want a polished version where everyone is saying only the good things about you? Or would you want the real, great, Netflix-worthy type documentary where everyone's saying good stuff, but there's also the side that's going, no, I know Ellen when she broke my heart. And she stole money from me. And now she's a Podcast Award nominee. Ooh. Do you want that one, which everyone, you know the world's going to go, I like that because it's more balanced, more real? Or do you want the polished? No, Ellen's always been great her whole life. She's never done anything wrong. She doesn't even run with a pair of scissors.
Exactly. No. It's very easy to say, no, I want the real version, the version that shows everything. It's very easy to say it, but when it comes out and then people see exactly what it is that I've done, then you see that it's not that simple.
Okay,
right?
Let me put a spin on it. You're getting paid 100K for the good version. Mm-hmm. You're getting paid 120K for everything.
I will take 90K for everything. That's because it would seem
even the bad. Let's say the
even the
producer
bad.
Says, the direction I want to take with this, I'm going to make her look more bad than good.
But now you're changing the story because you said,
but you're getting
Ellen's
the money.
Ellen's life, 120 compared to 100K.
Yeah, but the people are coming and say Ellen broke my heart. They're getting 20 minutes in the documentary. Everyone else getting 2 minutes going, oh, you're a great person. I like her.
That's fine.
Really?
It really is fine. And the reason why I can come in here it's by the grace of God, but I can come in here every single week and there's always something that I've got to relate to. Always. And it doesn't matter what you throw at me. I've been there, I've done that, I've seen the things. So for me, the only reason why I can sit here and engage with you and with everybody else every single week is because I went through all of those things. It's on you then to hold on to the bad and then say, I don't really like her anymore because, well, she cheated. Or I didn't know that she's a church girl like that. I didn't know that she's a God girl like that, you know? So I'd want everything. And I want everything for my children so that they know exactly how to navigate life. They're going to make their own mistakes, but it'll just be a little bit easier knowing that mom passed through this and she came out okay on the other side, and it's okay to mess up sometimes.
I think to add to what you're saying, there is some beauty in hearing the real story, but sometimes your mind goes, how much of a victim is the person that's going to be featured going to portray? Because just now, some people are good at playing that victim card. You won't believe what TK did to me.
Oh, yeah.
In 1985. 85?
And they're gonna bring every.
I got the
they're
facts.
gonna drag. Man, Asas. It actually, I'm kind of sort of in that situation, right? Where there's the two of us that know the truth, and then there's a third party that is seeing me in this light for the first time and them in that light for the first time. So now when the third party is putting two and two together, they were like, actually, this person wasn't all that in the wrong. It's not exactly what you said, right? And the next person number two, is saying, well, you don't know. And they don't know that I know exactly what they've said. And I'm like, you know what? It's fine. Let them talk, which is something that I've also, I think 2 weeks back, if I'm not mistaken, I said, I can't remember what the conversation was now, but I said that I prefer to let my ex have the narrative as to why we divorced. Because number one, I don't have the energy to just come and say, hey, look, actually, this is what it... My thing is, the way I move through life is believe what you want to believe and then watch. So the person that I am right now, I live my life as best as I can, as open as I can, with as much authenticity and truth, so that I can give people a good idea as to who they're dealing with, right? So it's fine. They want to talk 20 minutes about how I hurt. You see, if they said, I'm going to put something in your brain and then I can read and hear everything that's going through here, then I'd say no, because here is messed up. But everything that I've done, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't faze me anymore.
Let's ask the producers. What would you choose? Would you want only the polished version of you to come out, or would you be okay with letting everything out?
I need you to know the obscurity of everything, basically. So, early 20s over here, and I am starting to, live life, see women as they are, and some women will hurt you. And it's by just their, I wouldn't say nature, but they're just out there just experiencing life, and they realize, no, you're not my type. But they couldn't, because they're just there now. So I'm living life realizing a lot of that. So I would like to really, really go hard and just express, like, yo, that woman hurt me. Yo, I've hurt that woman as well. So I wouldn't like a really polished type of thing. Yeah.
I think we all go, I want the real thing.
Yeah.
Until the producers say, okay, we're going to bring the people you hurt the worst in and let them speak. Because I'm wondering, I've been asking myself this question for like a week. It was on my notes, and I thought, I don't know how to bring this up, because I wanted to put a spin on the question.
Yeah.
And nothing came up. A part of me goes, yeah, I want the real version. But a part of me goes, are you ready?
Are you sure?
Are you sure you're ready for the consequence of that?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been part of someone's YouTube subject matter for 2 years, so I know what that version feels like. But when I feel like, you're getting producers in to do research and find more people to go, oh yeah, who else thinks TK is like this?
No, but hear me out. Can we define accountability? Because if we can then define it in a documentary form, for me that would make pretty much like the authenticity of it.
But remember, documentaries don't create a Kumbala Kaya moment where you can come and
and fix everything and hide.
Everything's open-ended. How you and then they did this to me. Cut.
And then you left with it.
The next thing is, I remember when I was gambling. We went to it. What happened? What happened to that girl?
Oof.
I hate those documentaries that do that. Like, and then he touched me. And then they cut to,
and
I won an award. Hey,
wait, go back.
Where's that girl?
Well, how about you, TK?
I think I'd want the real thing. I just don't know if I'm ready for the real thing. I think it would, even though I'm self-aware, it would still hurt hearing it again, hearing that for some people, they haven't grown or healed past where they are, like they're still stuck in year or whatever. I'm in 2024, I've done things and I'm happy with how I've recovered or whatever. And some people, you don't know, you would like to believe that they're winning in their life, but some people it's just a hook in the head, and they just won't get released from that. So I probably want the real thing. I just don't know if I'm ready to hear it. I don't think I'd watch it.
Oh, so it's you wouldn't watch it?
I probably wouldn't. But then now you're gonna go on X and be subbed the whole time.
Yeah.
Men.
Damn it. Bloody nonsense.
Men from Centurion. They will always
listen. Men from Centurion are pieces of turd.
No, we decent.
Men, no, you aren't.
We love God. We go to church. We go to school. We love music. I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm just saying, men from Centurion, Midrandi, that direction, all little pieces of turd.
Midrand I can't speak for, because they're only getting couches now. But
we need to get over this thing. Hey, these people are buying furniture.
No, they're buying golfs without couches.
Look, you have a problem with watching it back and how it would make you feel listening to those people.
Sorry,
right?
As I said that, in my head I heard Casper. I forgive myself.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
Man.
That was weird when he said that, but anyway, we'll come back to that. I forgive myself for that too.
I forgive myself for that. And then you like...
Sorry, what? What? This is your son.
You're supposed to say... Please forgive me for what I have done. Right?
Oh, so weird.
I forgive myself.
What's going on?
Guys, when it comes to giving yourself grace, that is a tagline that we just need to, as Christian folk, need to let go of.
Yeah.
And those who are religious, I'm not too sure what religion, but they're religious, let it go. It doesn't mean what you are using it for. I need to give myself grace. Let's give ourselves grace. You just had a threesome. I'm going to give myself grace. I'm working on it. I'm about to leave this kind of life.
You're essentially saying if you weaponize the idea of, I guess, the importance of forgiving yourself. And the only reason I say that is because when I came out of whatever I came out of,
Yeah.
one of my friends is a therapist. She randomly asked me in my conversations as she was asking me, so are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
like fresh, when the wind's still fresh.
Yeah.
She asked me, Tika, have you forgiven myself? Have you forgiven yourself?
Yeah.
I couldn't say yes. For a whole year, I was stuck with that question. She asked me months later, have you forgiven yourself? I did not say yes or no. I was like, I don't know how to feel about this because I know the role I played. And I know how I made people feel. It was only like really literally a year later, I was like, okay, I think I might understand what that means to forgive yourself, but I'm not going to proudly wear it as a badge to go, I've forgiven myself. Because just because you get forgiven or you forgive yourself doesn't mean you can abscond the consequences or the damage that's already been done. It's there still. You got to live with it, and people have to live with it through you, through the evidence of you and the growth of you and whatever else. And you can only hope that whoever was on the receiving end heals and grows through that too. So I get what you're saying when people just weaponize oh, but I forgave myself. What do you mean?
You have to work on yourself.
Yeah.
And it's not a good place to be.
Wow, we sound very wholesome on a Friday.
Because
it's
we are.
festive season. People are hoes right now.
Do you want to join the host, TK?
No, I don't want to join the hoes.
Thank you.
I'm just
We are
saying,
not joining
festive
the
season
host.
started, the hoes are out. Some of you are watching in a miniskirt. Some of you are not even wearing clothes on your couch.
Hold on. Hold
I'm
on.
being-
And I'm so grateful that I kept the swear word here. Excuse me? Some
people
of you are wearing a mini skirt.
Yeah, watching this.
I wear a mini skirt every single as much as I can.
Dope. Where? At work or home?
I work from home.
So then
I wear a mini skirt out. As a 41-year-old mother, I wear mini skirts. I don't like wearing long things. It makes me claustrophobic.
Well, as long as you're not doing that little Kim dance, then we're good.
No, we're not. But you can't say the way that a person dresses, because we're going somewhere. It just reminded me now. The way a person dresses then just makes them a hoe.
No,
because
no,
a man
I'm not connecting that though.
with a little pocket square and a chain inyana across his tie and a very shiny suit and shiny shoes, and there he is. Hello sister, how you
still
doing?
men who dress like that.
That is hoe of hoest. Yes,
I believe that. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's not talk about the way we dress.
Yeah, I wasn't connecting the way someone dresses and say and accuse. Well, accuse. I don't know what the correct word is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're hoes. It's just there's an idea we have when we see certain clothing items. We go, oh, it's
You're the
December,
hoe.
isn't it? Or it's Friday night.
Because I've got tattoos and I want to get more. So now clearly,
Yeah, you belong to the devil now.
I belong to the devil.
It's over.
According to Pastor, what's his name, Enigma, I'm about to die. He said, don't wear watches.
Every
Say don't wear
Every
watches.
little thing is just a problem. He said you can wear a watch. It just mustn't be blinged out all the way. It must have leather straps and then the face. It can't be jewelry all the way.
Did someone break his heart? Should we get a documentary for him and they tell the real story?
I think so. I think we should get somebody from church to tell the real story, because we're going to hear a lot there. There's a lot going on there. But the reason why I got all worked up, right? If you're on TikTok and you're just a random scroller, you might have seen a clip where a guy says, what if I told you that men were going extinct or men were disappearing off the face of the earth? And then people have now, what do they call it? Cut it or... Stitched, thank you so much. They stitched to that. So women have stitched onto that. Women dancing, women having a whale of a time because men are, And when I first saw it, I almost, because number one, I've got a son. Number two, I like men. Okay. And I understand the importance of having men here, because without them, we soon would follow suit, right? We'd also go extinct. Fine. I wanted to get onto my soapbox, and I wanted to talk about how we are adding to the problem of the men's mental state these days. Fine, it's fun, but somebody is out there sitting and they're thinking they're useless and they're worthless and whatever. So I wanted to just talk about that. And you know what, guys? Men also matter and what. Not too long after seeing that first clip, I saw another one of a gentleman in the UK who's been arrested for creating child pornography, right, with AI.
Oh?
Yeah. So what he does is he takes a very innocent, normal picture. Child is fully clothed, playing in the park. Takes that picture and turns it around and creates something untoward with it, right? Fine. They have the whole interview, and then at the end, he says, they asked him, okay, so who's commissioning your work? Because now it's out there. And he said, it's the fathers, the uncles, and the brothers. And then I was like, maybe these people can be wiped off the face of the earth. Because how do I, as a father, send my daughter or my son's picture to this man and ask him to make something perverse out of
That's
it?
crazy.
Just so that...
Was that what they were saying? These are people they related to.
These are people they are related to. Imagine. So, I don't know, sometimes, and I still don't agree that men should be eradicated, but do you see the place that we are living in right now, where women and children, innocent children, and you know, we've talked about this, lots of platforms have had this discussion of, it's a child, I don't understand. We can talk about the way a woman dresses and your lack of restraint, but a child, you know, and then now your child, and saying, I am giving this to you. It's not even this man going out and looking on social media for pictures. It's a father giving that man a picture and saying, change this for my pleasure.
That's crazy.
Horrible, horrifying.
I mean, I don't even know what the solution in that regard would be. So I can fully sympathize with why I guess female creators would go, let's show how fun the world would be with our men. I can fully get that. I strongly believe, yes, men have the chance every day to be part of the cure. Yeah. But it's like, would rather gravitate to being the cancer. And there's always the odd 5-10% of men in the world who are going, I don't like that. And which is funny, because even while you're saying that, I had a business call on Saturday. We speaking. The client's a female. I'm holding my baby, and then my baby just like lets out a scream or whatever. She's like, oh, you got your baby? Cool. Where's the mom? I'm like, no, the mom's out. I'm like, so you with your baby alone? And I was thrown off at the fact that she found it odd that there's a man alone with their kid. And it's like, it's my daughter too. Yeah. But it's almost like in her worldview, it's men don't want to take this responsibility of wanting to just be with their kid. And I was shocked to think that for some people, that's their bare minimum, that even the people they choose to make babies with don't want to be with their own baby, which is like, okay, if that's the real case and the real state of the world we're in when it comes to the men we have, sad. I don't know what the next decade is going to look like. Because in my view, I thought the millennials and Gen Z of the world of fathers are going to want to fix everything all the parents above us did. And it seems like it's a push and go every single day. Like to this day, you're hearing there's a father who's a Gen Z who abused his wife or girlfriend. Like, what do you mean abused? That's 2 generations ago with your what do you mean abused? Surely you understood and was more sympathetic in high school because you could see, oh no, women are human.
No, because my son, whether I'm in a marriage or not, is brought up by his uncles, his father's friends, you know, the men around him, right? But I specifically remember saying that I don't want you guys near my child. I see how you live, and I don't want you near my child, right? As friends, great, but you aren't going to feed my children this, right? in our day and age, in my life, I've seen a man who witnessed his mother being abused by his father, right? And then he does the same thing. And fine, hurt people, but where is that thing that I wanna do it right? You know, go to something that doesn't seem all that much or all that hectic. You saw what adultery has done to your family. And not only do you do it, you teach your son. Do you see? So when it's never going to end, because it's us that are still encouraging children to, no, go ahead, do that. That is the right way to do it. This is how you treat women. This is how you see women. You see a woman walking past, and it irks me because I say, don't do that. That's not, no. He's a man. He's a boy. He needs to learn. He needs to see women in a certain way. And I said, you are part of the problem.
Yeah.
You are part of the problem. My daughter can't go to the corner shop because of the way she is spoken to, treated, all of that. She can't go anywhere by herself. I have to make sure that she's in an Uber every single time. And even then, I'm following her trip. It's such a mess. But it's my partner. It's my partner's friends. It's the men in my life that are allowing for those things to happen.
And contrast to what you're saying, so I fell in love with a girl, right? And well, raised by a single mother. So I fell in love with this girl, and I've given her the genuine love. The look, I don't have a backup plan.
Yeah,
I love you, solemnly you. And she couldn't believe it. She, in her mind, she couldn't fathom the thought of like, you really? So just in contrast to what you're saying, I found myself now realizing that what do women really want from, you know, the like, I'm giving her love.
Yeah.
Ne? And all Lutando Dimniga Lona, Lutando Luba, I just want you to know, like, that's my honest truth. To her, she couldn't fathom that, and kind of hurts me as a man again. I think you just said hurt people.
Yeah.
I think that is answering my question. But in contrast to what you're saying, because you're saying, oh, you don't want, you know, a group of men to teach you or your son you know, these antics. But again, I was raised by a mom, and mom given me sort of like ways to love a woman.
Yeah.
And but that woman was like, this is not love. Love is, you need to have a backup plan. You need to have some sort of drama. Then I can get the, you know. So to me, in contrast to that, I was like, what are you saying to me? You know. So just to add to that.
But I guess once again, it boils down to every day, every person, and in this topic, particularly men, you get the chance to choose to be the cure or the cancer.
Oof.
It's, oh man, it hurt me. What you said just hurt me, because I was actually believing and hoping that your generation is better and better equipped, maybe from the information that you have from your past, because you're in your 20s, right? So your girlfriend is in her 20s, and she doesn't know what to do with your love.
Yeah.
I'm in my 40s, and I don't know when I can identify a good man. But there's always that, and no matter how hard we try, and I'm not trying to counsel you here, no matter how hard we try to move on with life as we know it in the best way that we can, right? There's still the doubt, because my father, who I really, really looked up to and believed could be the one, because he's my first love, right? So that is where I learn how to love. Just like you learn how to love from your mom. You're looking for your mom in the woman that you date. I look for my dad in the men that I date, right? And I believed him to be an amazing man, right? And then maybe I find out that he wasn't. I mean, I'm not even talking about he's just human. I'm just talking about from what you don't see as a child, you now witness that he's not such a great man. So it breaks down your trust as a child. And then you meet a great person in your life, and then you don't know how to accept that love. I don't know how to believe a man when he says, it's just you. I'll be like, all right, but you know, it's okay if you got somebody on the side, because I'd rather you say that. It puts me at ease. But yeah, man, we've got a long way to go.
And that concludes the chapter, cure or the cancer. Let's get into the news. The elections are about to happen in the next few days in America. And maybe I should have started with Kenya, but anyway, we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Elections about to happen in America, and it's a wild space on the internet. I think the elections this time have shown how much real estate of the internet America owns.
Oh, yes.
Whatever you're going to scroll to now, you might find something about Julius or ANC. Your next thing is Kamala's dance with Beyonce.
And Beyonce.
Hey, man,
and
I'm not
it started so nice. So it started funny. And then all of a sudden, all the rednecks.
I come to YouTube. Everything's American elections.
Yeah.
Where's the South African people I like to watch?
Yeah.
Or whoever else in Africa?
That is so true.
And I feel like I gotta watch how I speak here, because the last time I spoke about America or the Jewish community,
it messed up
YouTube was like, you know what? Just
it was your fault that our viewership has gone down because you opened your mouth and talked about Trump and them.
But that speaks to the immaturity of the people on the receiving end, because you're not ready for the dialogue then. And for people like us, we want dialogue.
Yeah.
I want the disagreements. I love disagreements, because either I'm going to learn more, or we're going to see whose convictions are deeper.
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
And it's like, these elections are just fickle. You got also the elections are exposing America. What America is exposing about itself, is how much they've idolized celebrity culture. That there is no leadership. There's only celebrities. And they've confused celebrities for leadership.
Yes.
And that's sad to see. Oh, who we got now coming to the stage? Undertaker. Why do we care what Undertaker has to say? Who do we got? Dave Chappelle. I love Dave Chappelle. And
culture.
And that's the weird thing, because in my bias, I'm going, I'd love to hear someone like Dave Chappelle speak.
Yeah.
But why do we care what Dave Chappelle has to say? He's not a leader in that space. And it's like, America is led by clowns. Including, and I don't want to say Kamala, but it's like Kamala is the only solution. That's the only solution to fixing America.
Who do
the
you
biggest
think is
media
gonna
house
take it?
in the nation. A part of me feels like Trump is coming back.
Yeah, I think there's just way too many people with darkness within them that maybe can hide it well when the sun's out. But in the ballots,
You're into poetry.
I'm telling you, right? Hello.
Hide it when the sun's out. Damn it! Bars!
No. So yeah, I honestly think that, man,
I would love for Kamala to win, because I would like to see America with a female president. I want South Africa to have a female president as well. I just don't think the ignorance of America will ever be benched to give something new a chance.
okay.
Because the ignorance of America goes, no, our leaders have always been old and white. We're gonna keep it like that, old, white, and male.
But that's everywhere. Bring it here. Women, man, we just had a conversation about the deterioration of the male species. Women, I don't trust a group of women over a group of men, because that group of women is going to lead me to the men.
I've heard this before.
Please come with me. It's just a party. What? It's the woman. Right?
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna rephrase this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna repeat what you said.
Yeah.
I don't trust a group of women over a group of men.
Yeah.
Because the woman will lead me to the men.
Yeah. Yep. I see a group of men. I know danger. It's danger. Already I know. But I see a group of women and I'm thinking, I'm safe there. And that is exactly the place where you need to be worried. Because here they'll slice your throat without thinking. Without thinking twice. They will take your life. But over here, they will lead you into that. And you let down your guard because it's women. They should protect me.
Crazy.
The last situation that I was in, it was because of a friend of mine. She's in full sight. She saw what I was going through and she didn't help me. There were men there as well, but I expected them to just turn their heads. I expected them to do that, and they did that. So when they did that, I wasn't shocked. But when somebody that I call my friend, that I spend hours with, does that to me, then I'm like, wait, right? So that's why when we're looking for a female president, the men will say, I'm not going to be led by a woman. Let's look at it in South Africa, because we can't speak for the rest of the world, right? In South Africa, we're going to have the majority of men saying, I'm not going to be led by a woman. Even though they can see in stats that in the companies that they work for, in their homes, that this woman makes my life so much easier. If it wasn't for her, my life would crumble. So she can do that on like a national level, right? But it's the women that are going to vote for Trump. It's going to be the woman. And
That's
for
hectic.
a lot of reasons, but it's going to be the woman.
Hectic. So you think Trump's winning?
I think he's going to win again. Yep.
Kamala tried again. She tried again.
Try it again.
Let's bring it closer to home. Kenya, there's a boycott going on. They're boycotting a whole network. It's almost like, imagine South Africans boycotting MTN.
Yeah.
Sorry, MTN. Thank you for sponsoring AM Studios, because had it not
It
been
was
for
such
you,
a bad example.
So Cell C,
ATA. Use ATA.
Does that still exist?
It probably does.
Gen
I don't think
Alpha,
it does.
Gen Z. There is a network called ATA, owned by Telkom, that no longer exists. So why? Because no one believed in it. It was a stupid. The approach was really stupid. Anyway, Safaricom is a very big network in Kenya. What Safaricom did, in my view, very illegally. I don't know what the policy is in Kenya.
Yeah.
But because remember, for the year, Kenyans have been protesting the president, the structures. They want to get the president out because he's not for the people.
Yeah.
He's really trying to monopolize what he's doing there. Safaricom has been leaking or exposing protesters and activists' locations.
Yeah.
And after these people get exposed, these people get kidnapped.
Oh man.
People getting kidnapped and killed. So essentially, Safaricom would give the information to government to go, these are where the people are, this is the location now, and they'll be found, kidnapped and abducted. So what's been going on this past week is people are saying boycott Safaricom because they're okay with people being kidnapped. You're exposing where we live. And just watching that, this is how far resistance has gone. In the sense that, the president doesn't want to listen to the people, so I'm going to resist you back.
Yeah.
Versus listen to the people. You could fix this, and it's probably going to cost a lot of money, but you could fix it, and he refuses. And what's sad is every time I speak to like my Kenyan colleagues or people I know in Kenya, you can sense there's a bit of fear in the information they want to give me, because like I don't know if I'm leaked. I don't know if I can say this on WhatsApp, because if you are speaking for us in South Africa and letting everyone in South Africa know what's going on, how do I know I'm safe?
Yeah.
And I could sense in the chats, like, and you try your best to be like lighthearted, but you can sense that, the energy there is different, because I think in South Africa, and correct me if I'm wrong, South Africa is probably the country that practices freedom of speech at the highest level in comparison to the rest of the continent. We can say the president is trash.
Yeah.
We're not getting killed or arrested for that. They can't. In Rwanda, it's even worse.
Yeah.
There was a YouTuber who got arrested for saying the president's not doing his job. He got arrested, and a week later, he came out and he tried to share a story again, and they're like, you're not listening. And it's like, wow. We the only ones
we get away with so
we
much.
have the worst government ever. It's kind of sad to see, like, your African siblings go, yo, this is weird. And Kenya is a beautiful place. Like it's the after South Africa, it's Kenya. And my prediction is if this stabilizes in the next 5 years, they will beat us when it comes to the tech world. They will be far more advanced because they are welcoming everyone else's investments, innovation, and whatever else. South Africa's going, no, Elon Musk, why are you coming back? But you want Elon Musk's money anyway. Let's not do this. Let's not play this game.
But Elon Lee Trump.
Elon doesn't want to be called South African.
It's fine. His face doesn't move, and that for me is like it's such a problem.
But Van Wyck's face doesn't move too. Neither does Van Staden's.
I'm gonna
every time Van Staden.
Because I can think of a few.
Every time Van Staden shouted at you, his face never moved.
They got the money to inject, and we just have
they
to.
Did this that you saw the arm go.
Abuti, now when I do that, why do you think I sit like this? It's because I've got things going on. Oh man,
I don't know. It's, for some reason, and I don't know if it's because of the privilege of work I get to do.
Yeah,
that I get to learn more of the continent. It's just heartbreaking to see why is it like that. And I try my best to go, okay, but South Africa at least has that got on lockdown.
Yeah.
Shout out for the South African government taking Israel to the ICJ again. And it's like, okay, cool. While you're doing that, can you fix ABC? Because your Home Affairs Minister says, let's make South Africa visa-free for the Ukrainians.
Yeah.
Sir, we in bed with Russia.
Yeah.
Why would that make sense? We in bed with Russia. Why is your Home Affairs Minister going without your approval? Mm-hmm. You want Putin to look at us and go, you want more vodka?
Oh, goodness. And we'll say yes. About
yeah, you guys do like alcohol.
We like our alcohol, so yes, just pour a little bit in there. Thank you, sir. Yes. What do you want to know? What do you want? I can give you everything.
And on that note, I'm glad that there is resistance on the accepting visa-free Ukrainians. But it's like, is this GNU really serving the people? Or is it serving parties' agendas? Because it seems like the DA is making progress with what works for them, not what works for the nation.
Yeah. But we knew that. Did we?
Did we? I mean, I don't know who's ever trusted DA, but like
the people that are in my WhatsApp chats, black. It's just white Mike. That's the only white person that's there. But everybody else is black. The majority of them proudly, loudly DA.
Really?
Yes. So you would think that it's not us, it's them, it's the few, it's the minority. No. Loudly.
I've never seen a proudly black DA member or DA supporter.
I'm telling you.
I actually haven't seen that. Oh no, one came to my house and then he left in 5 minutes.
What did you do to the poor man?
No, he came with his dates. It's like, oh, it's you? And they said, oh yeah, he works for the day. It's good to meet you. Good to know you. Enjoy your date. Go.
Yeah, no, they here to stay. I mean, there's also what I've seen just in my WhatsApp chats. A lot of people are happy with the GNU, and they're like, you know what? Good shot. We did well there. Majority black people, who I also know aren't all DA. There's and I can't actually pinpoint the ANC people in my WhatsApp, but I can pinpoint a lot of EFF and even more. Kana Zuma's one is what?
Nkonto Sizwe.
Yes, but those people are happy with the GNU. So it's just a small group of people in my WhatsApp. But if you had to look in the bigger scheme of things and then take those numbers, wouldn't it be the same?
The only thing I can appreciate about the GNU is that it's made ANC wake up. And I don't think it's made them wake up enough, but it's made them wake up.
Yeah.
To realize, oh, yes.
We actually have to work.
And the only reason I'm saying, yes, we actually have to work. Like, all of a sudden, the police force is working.
I thought 8 o'clock was just, for vibes. Like I roll in there at 12, take my lunch, and then I'm gone.
All of a sudden, the police force is working.
Yeah.
Crimes are being solved.
Yeah.
I don't really want to speak about the Home Affairs guy because he's actually trying to monopolize for a certain kind and for his party. But it seems like, suddenly things are working.
Yeah.
You got the former public protector also leaving the EFF. But so there's a lot of drama going on. But it seems like they are showing the country that, we can have a functional country.
Yeah.
That can profit, that can be fruitful, helpful to its people.
Yeah.
And if we are helpful to the people, we can probably help our neighboring countries who actually need our help. Which is a different conversation I would one day would like to segue into, because it does feel like South Africa, as South Africans, we're kind of like the most xenophobic country, and the only reason I'm kind of hesitant with the choice of words I'm using is I don't know if it's xenophobic or we're just protecting what's ours because we don't know what it's like to have what's supposed to be ours.
That part
and
is
we're
exactly
trying to know
yeah.
what does that feel like, but you're giving it to everyone else. So it's like, should we really call South Africans xenophobic, or they just have never been in your place of privilege where you knew what was yours, even though it wasn't great.
Yeah.
You knew it's yours. We still have Van Wyk saying, no, these 100 kilometers, it's mine.
It's mine or what?
The mine, it's mine.
Yeah.
And we are still trying to learn, how do we fight for it after 30 years of democracy? That's why I'm wondering, should we really call ourselves xenophobic? And maybe to some degree, yes. And to another degree, no.
Yeah.
Which brings me to the Chidimma chat. I'm kind of happy that Chidimma and the mom's IDs got cancelled.
Okay.
Because to some degree, a crime was committed, right? By the mom.
Yeah.
For 20 years, she's been living someone else's life.
But both of them, the mom committed the crime. We can debate as to whether Chidimma knew, but the mom committed the crime. So why must my child? Or is it in community of property?
How
now?
would you handle Chidimma? Must she come back to South Africa and live again as a South African?
There should be a way. There should be a way. I just don't feel that.
She's already missed Nigeria.
You see, that was a dumb move.
It was a very stupid move.
Just a dumb move.
If you just
because
responded
you've
to my
got to
DMs, Chidimma.
long term. Think long term. Are you going to stay there forever? Are you going to move to America? Where are you going? Are you coming back here? Because you want to come back here, and then now you are Miss Nigeria, and I, Njani, and I can't say much because I got a whole skaftin of jollof. So,
Someone sent you jollof?
yes, because I'm not feeling very well. And there are people that are like, oh, you're not feeling well. Eat. So I was like, okay, I'm going to eat.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
I thought you were going to say jollof has like a healing thing.
I don't know what it has. It's food. I like food. Feed me. Yeah. So, but she wasn't thinking of the long game as to, okay, fine. I don't need you guys. I can actually move. But can you? You're going to go to America and then who are you? What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't think Chidimma realized she's actually someone else's chess piece. She was not the chess player. And that's where the mistake happened.
Yeah.
If you are a regular citizen and an organization that's international says you must come here, you have become the chess piece. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. They go, oh, this is a great strategy. No, ask yourself in every opportunity that comes your way, are you the player or are you the piece? And she didn't realize you are the piece.
That is so hectic.
And the player doesn't have to worry about your consequences.
No.
Only their own.
Sure, but skis, darling. You went. So
I'm still waiting for, where are her friends from high school? Because she was only 23. So you are like 4 years out of high school. No one said, guys, but she's a great person.
Don't chase
go to
away.
Rosebank Mall.
Oh my
None of
God.
that. No one said, I know her. I know her. Next door, Soweto.
Yeah,
'Cause she
like,
said
it's South
she's from Soweto,
Africa.
right?
It's South Africa. We don't do that nonsense. TK gets into trouble like, boss. You just went ahead and you did it. But we told you, boy. We are not there. That is the problem with being here, is that you are now on your own. When it's good, when it is nice, we are together. When she is Miss South Africa, when she's Miss whatever, we are together, right? We are in the clubs. Together, we are family.
All she had to do was speak Zulu and it should be okay. It was gonna, because South Africans, we have this moment.
You tire
the
me.
moment we have
You
vernac,
make me tired.
and hear me out. The moment we have vernac, we go, oh, it's fine. Think about all the whites that speak
yes.
vernac. We never go, wait a minute, hey, don't distract us.
Can't stand it.
We go,
Cannot.
no, do it again. Give us more.
Yeah, take the land. You invited to the what? To the brides and to the what parties. No,
We're
you
not
aren't.
going to back to them in Zulu going, so how much of the land do you really own?
Yeah, as Kulume get right. Because you understand the language. Now let's talk. Let's have this conversation. Because I see that you understand me. Let's now have this conversation.
Yeah.
No, we forget about that. And now we all and we're talking about what? Okay, let's invite him to the cookout. Abuti, he can marry me. He can have the black card. No.
Yeah.
No.
Can I say the N-word?
Ay.
Or
I was
Chidimma-
actually thinking about that the other day, and I was like, the way, because I just throw it around, and obviously without much understanding. So I'll be like, do you know?
I feel like when you say the N-word, you mean nurse. But anyway, okay, continue.
No, I mean dude. Like bruh. I mean bruh when I say it. But then I was thinking of the K word, and I was like, South Africa's not there where we can just say, hey UK.
That will never be normalized.
It will never be
The pain and the weight of that word. There
It's too much.
is no world where even Janelle will go, hey you, no.
Nah, no.
It's not.
No.
It can't. Even if quite were to come back, you can't.
No.
The capital K doesn't mean.
The only time we say it is when we sing, don't call me Kaka. That's the only time we say it. But otherwise, it hurts. It hurts here. So, Mr. Producer, how good are we on time?
55 minutes.
55.
Damn.
Oh, it's.
have like
It
8
seems
other
like we
topics.
just started.
Speaking of GNU, Sia Kolisi and Rachel.
We are a hurt nation. I don't
Who's we?
see. I
Who's
don't know
we?
why
No.
we are so touched.
Why do we care?
Why are we touched? Let them live their lives. Guys, stop it. We like to call family meetings, Nje, when things go wrong.
The only thing I want to know is Rachel gonna still stick to black? Or she's like, yeah, I can't. I have had it with you guys. You guys come with your imkogoti.
Oh,
I wonder how she says that word actually.
TK.
You guys come with your Zulu
Don't
things,
do
man.
that. Stop it now. Stop it now.
Did you know what you're talking
Listen.
I want to sing this time again. Can we just stop with your Inkosi Sigilele?
No, I don't believe that. I'm not going to talk about the race side of it, right? I'm not going to talk
Okay,
about the
I'm
race
done.
side of it.
I'm done.
You better be done. Because you've experienced, and I'm pretty sure that they are there are men, white men, Caucasian men, who are good in the sack. Like, they're good. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, never tasted, never tried it. No intention to.
Come on, white Mike. Come in the comments. Tell her it's true.
Fine, whatever. But White Mike also was with a black person, so it doesn't.
Yeah, but
it's
also
fine.
want to say Sia was cheating with black girls, if that's the case.
But
You think
that's
we're
the thing.
looking for other Rachels? Come on.
I'm going to talk about the white. If you have tasted this, you have tasted it closer. I'm not too sure what Michael's going to be doing for you. I just honestly speaking, I'm not sure what
You need to change the topic.
Michael is going to. How is Michael going to help you? How? Right?
Michael, I love you, man. This is not me. This is her.
I'm not talking about
her
white Mike. I
speaking.
would have said white Mike. I'm just saying, like, in terms of a Caucasian man, there's a difference there. There's a way. There's a rhythm in which black people do things. It's not only in the way that we talk. It's not only in the way that we sing and rap. It's in the way that we stroke as well. I don't think it's going to be that easy for her to just go.
You say it's in the way we stroke as well.
It's in the way that we stroke as well.
I should add it to my bio.
You, I don't know.
It's in the way we stroke as well. Try me now.
There's a friend of the pod, right? And we need to end this up. A friend of the pod asked, in the vein of being problematic and sex, he asked, if you live in an apartment, right? It's a loft apartment, so you understand there's no walls and divisions and privacy much. And you share this with your friend, right? 2 women share a loft, or 2 men share a loft. And you decide to bring your partner over. How do you navigate that situation? Because your partner's coming over and you know what's going to happen, right? That person has nowhere else to go. They're going to be sleeping on a sponge somewhere.
You better find somewhere else to go.
So you're going to ask them to leave. You're not going to just, hey, bruh, you know what?
Go to my car. Here's money for the movies. Hey, do you have a girlfriend in your life? Here's 500 Rand if I'm that desperate. Go do something good for your life. I need 2 hours. Because
2 hours.
You need to try an African stroke.
2. No. I get it. He said, Kimutswan. How, as a Xhosa man, because there's no Zulu man in here. Abuti wa Mosotho, Lina ke Mosotho, but you don't feature here, so let's just forget that. Mr. Xhosa man, how many hours would you need for your friend to just bounce?
Give me a good 6 hours.
Do you understand now why I said that Xhosa men, Zulu men, top tier? Top tier.
It's the fact that you believed him, but we don't have to take that further.
He's Xhosa, I believe him. And that is why also Rachel is going to have a problem right now. Because it's going to be 1, 2, 3, finish. And she's going to be like, wait, what? Are we done?
I don't think that's Rachel's concern.
It obviously isn't. But as South Africans, we like to get into other businesses that don't concern us. And right now we are talking about things that happen in the bedroom because we don't really care as to why they're divorcing. We just don't like the fact that they're divorcing. But we're talking about the bedroom. And I just believe that she's not going to be so happy.
Is she in her 40s or 50s?
I don't know.
Must be in her... How old's she? 30.
Let's go with this one. I want to hear what you're going to say with this, yes? Watch
I think when you at the height of your... When your libido is like way up there, sex is like really high on the value system of how your relationship.
When was this? In your 20s? Early 20s? Late 20s?
I believe that's a 20s thing for most people.
Men and women?
Both. But I understand why sex is very important for everyone in their 30s. I get it. Mm-hmm. But I don't think we rank it as high in our 30s. Do you rank it higher afterwards?
Excuse me, sir. This is the main reason why a nigga will be left. Because it is ranked that high. And the reason is...
I think in my 30s, money's become more important. Money, acquisition, progress. I love sex. I enjoy sex. Great. But I rank what I'm doing with my growth in my life a lot more higher. I want sex and I will make sure sex happens. Great. But if it doesn't happen, I would like to see a random 20K in my account on a Friday night.
Okay. So here's the thing about being in your 40s, right? Is that whether you've got the random 20K in your account or not, your body is just... It's worse than a teenager's. As a woman, it is hectic. You have now reached the stage where you are comfortable in yourself. You know what you want. You know how to get it. So we don't have the time to faff around with people that don't know. And also another thing about the 40s and why it's so difficult to date or start over, in my opinion, in the 40s is you expect people to have their ish together at that point. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be a millionaire, but you're working. You've got a job. You're stable, right? To a point, you are stable. And the only thing that's left now is how you treat me on the inside and how you treat me sexually. Because I've got my own stuff going on.
That sounded the same. Sorry. How you treat me on the inside and how you treat me sexually? Because
I mean, emotionally and physically. Okay. Emotionally and physically. So I'm working. I've got my businesses going, and I've got my stuff going. Right. My kids are of a certain age. In my case, my kids are way older than my peers. Right. So theirs are a little bit younger, but we've got kids. So we aren't really looking to have more as a unit. You've got your own kids. He's also perhaps in his 40s, late 30s, whatever. You've got your business, so you are okay. These two people are okay. What is it that they are lacking? They are lacking the emotional connection. They are lacking the physical connection. And when that comes together and a man or a woman of that age cannot keep up, because the problem with men in their 40s is that their drive is declining and a woman's drive is accelerating. So men in their 40s, why do they go after the younger children? Because they don't know the younger girls. Let me put it that way. That wasn't right. The younger girls in their 20s, maybe early 30s. They haven't yet figured out their bodies, right? So they can give them anything, subpar rounds, and the girl's fine. Also, he can cover it with money, with finance. But a woman who is of your age mate, she's gonna be like, I've got money, I've got that stuff. Give me what it is that I want, what I need. And then you're like, yeah, well, that 2 minutes is all I have, so bye. And then I'm like, okay, cool. That is my problem, sir. You'll get there one day and you'll see it. You'll be like, oh, that's what she talked about.
No, I'll be a beast. So before we end this, we're about to end this. Just read off all the bullet points you had left on your notes.
I've spoken about my bullet points. It was the gentleman who is into AI pornography. We spoke about the US elections, and what else did I have on there? There was an interview with, I think it was Floyd, but I didn't really watch that one as yet. Just a did you know? Nje. Did you know, because E is for Eskimo, right? That's what you learned when you were younger. E is for Eskimo. But
In terms
actually,
of phonetic alphabet?
yeah,
I didn't do that.
you were in America, Abuti. So please just
Don't do
You were in
that,
America.
guys. Don't. I did
You-
not grow up in America. Don't.
You were not here.
I have to correct, because my colleague said that. Oh, yeah, but Tiki, you from the suburbs. Hey.
Yes,
hey.
you are. You
No, no.
are from the suburbs.
Regardless of where I
You're
grew
from the
up.
suburbs. You are a cheese boy. You are a coconut. Okay? It's derogatory, but it is what it is.
What does it have to do with phonetic alphabet? So we just didn't learn it.
But E is for?
Elephant?
At some point, you said E is for Eskimo.
No. I said E. Can you not hear me? I said E. That's what I said.
Guys, please just let me know in the comments if you... I don't really know if
Did you guys
I'm ready
learn
to...
phonetic alphabets?
Yes.
Really?
We did.
I know, we didn't have time.
And now look, there's a difference. There's such a huge age gap. They did phonetics and I did phonetics. Did you go to like a Bajablile primary school, or did you go to like a Sunnyside High?
I went to a water school.
Even worse! We did not do phonetic alphabets. Why?
No,
because we could hear what they
As
say
dit
on
om
the
huis
other
toe te
side.
gaan, ons het genoeg gepraat.
The only points I had were, apart from what we spoke about, was I wanted to talk about the KZN fake marriages, but I guess we'll have time for that another time. The food poisoning follow-up things came up,
Yes.
and it seems like maybe the spaza shop owners maybe are not at fault. It's still weird because it seems like the kids died from pesticides. And it's like, so where do they come from?
But there was a 16-year-old also that...
Oh, there's another
wasn't-
case?
Yeah.
I hate it when this happens in South Africa.
Yeah.
A case happens and then the
Pimville.
wave starts. The BRICS banknotes, I wanted to talk about that. It looked like someone designed those off Canva. And
Yeah.
guys, do you understand who we're competing with?
Just as those things look bad.
It
Oh,
looks
they
t-
looked horrible.
That's why Putin's face was like,
Us.
it was hard. It was a hard pill to swallow. Like, is this our notes? Guys, we're trying to kill USA.
Man, horrible.
The stats came out. USA has 12 million influencers. I wanted to talk about the economy of the influence economy in South Africa, in America. To have 12 million influencers already is a good and healthy indication to say there is something there
Yeah.
that South African companies do not respect here.
Yes.
But anyway, maybe another time. And people are leaving Apple to join Android, and the stats have gone up by 49%. 49% of people have left Apple to join Android. We don't know
Only
if that's
because I
been
can't
confirmed.
afford it.
No, it's just Steve Jobs is dead, and Tim Cook has no innovation bone in him.
I mean, yeah.
You just like to get yourself into trouble.
Hey, but please give us 1,000 views, Tim Cook, and then we'll do an ad. for you.
Please.
Yeah, take us on, Megan.
Guys, please remember, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this. I know that you guys are enjoying it, and I know that there are some people that are sharing it as well. But remember that we do like to read your comments. Who is it that has been? It's not Dumi. It's Mike that has been commenting really, really amazingly the last 2-3 weeks, and we see you, we appreciate you. So yeah, let's join in the fun, let's join in the conversations. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere, all our social media platforms. Before You Weekend is the place to meet, and we will see you next week. Tomorrow we are going to be sitting in and seeing who the winners of the South African Podcast Guild Awards are. We have been nominated, so yay us, and hopefully we've got great and amazing news for you guys next week. But for now, we are nominees, we are amazing, and we love you guys. So have a great one, be safe, and yeah, this is Before You Weekend, where we talk about the week before it ends.
The award nominated.
The award waking, hey, Bona. Comedy, because what? Ellen is funny. Bye, guys.
You're watching Before You Weekend.